comes from one of Greece's three big political dynasties. But KYRIAKOS MITSOTAKIS is an outsider to the conservative New Democracy Party. His election to its leadership by the party base in 2016 was unexpected, and many in the party disagree with his promises to streamline state bureaucracy and partially privatize social security, health and education. But these promises helped Mitsotakis win a 10-point lead over the governing left-wing Syriza in European Parliament elections 6 weeks ago.
I have kept my promise to reach an honest deal that will bring growth for all. I travelled every corner of the country twice, listening to everyone, farmers, students, the unemployed, but I also heard their hope that a new day can dawn on our country.
The question is whether Mitsotakis can tighten the nuts and bolts of an economy that's still uncompetitive. Over the last decade, it shrank by a quarter and is forecast to grow by just 2% a year. Mitsotakis is promising to double that growth rate. That's good news for this car repair shop owner who says he lost 40% of his business during the recession.
I've heard the leader of New Democracy says he's going to bring in new investments, but also help existing businesses by lowering corporate tax, sales tax and social security contributions. But these measures have to be permanent.
Mitsotakis is promising to lower business tax by a third and social security contributions by a quarter. That would drastically lower the cost of doing business in Greece. But to deliver, he has to persuade creditors to decrease the amount of tax revenue Greece spends repaying them each year.
If Mitsotakis in his first months proves that he is doing better than expected in terms of the reforms and that he's managing to attract investment and so on, then I think there will be flexibility to reduce the target. I think if that reduction does not happen, it's hard to see how he can do all these tax cuts.
New Democracy bears much of the responsibility for bankrupting Greece by over-borrowing when there was a cheap supply of money. When financial markets collapsed in 2008, it was the Greek taxpayer who had to pay for those promises to be met, and taxes shot up. Living within their means seems ultimately to have matured the Greeks politically. Although Syriza increased social spending, Greeks seem to have tired of charity and now want prosperity. Psaropoulos, Al Jazeera, Athens.